Q's Nuts in Somerville is always fresh roasted and fantastic. Whose nuts? Q's Nuts.
Most people call me Q, and this would be my nut store.
Q is my husband, Brian. Our last name is Quinn, so I started calling him Q, and it kind of stuck.
Located in Davis Square, Somerville, Q's Nuts is a family-run snack store specializing in nuts. Owners Brian and Beth Quinn roast almonds, cashews, peanuts, and pecans in flavors you've probably never seen, like key lime ginger and sea salt with herbs. And while they're serious about their product, the naming of their shop was done very tongue-in-cheek.
It started as a joke, you know. It was a little hard to change the name at this point. It was a lot of fun, you know. I tend to think I don't want to sell anything that doesn't have a sense of humor.
It all started one day when the couple was in downtown Crossing and followed their noses to one of the Washington Street kiosks.
That smell of vanilla and cinnamon is really intoxicating. But we noticed that, you know, we would get a bag of nuts and they were good, but it always smelled better than it tasted.
Inspired to create a better product, the two started their own line, testing it first at farmers markets and now perfecting it in their own storefront.
It's not just the taste, it's the appearance, it's the smell, it's the whole experience of a nut.
And that experience actually starts outside of the storefront on Highland Ave.
The smell is, yeah, it's the best advertising I have. It kind of takes over the neighborhood, you know. You're pumping the smell out, and it's a natural that people will come in.
And when you do come in, there's always plenty to sample.
I tell people all the time, stop by and have samples. This is a new roast on a walnut if you'd like to try. I have runners that come by the run in the door, grab a couple nuts and go on their way.
It's all done in the Quinn's open kitchen, where Brian and Beth experiment with new and exciting flavors every day.
Everything's wide open. You can smell what we're cooking. You can see what we're putting into mixes. It's just a little different than going into a regular store and looking at a glass case.
We kind of like to, you know, play a little bit with ingredients, and we find influences all over the place for that.
One of the most popular nuts was inspired by Q's legendary Sweet Tooth, and thus the Bananas Foster pecan was born.
It's probably my husband's favorite dessert, and so to create that on a nut is amazing because it's a quick snack food that you can kind of get that flavor from.
Equally addictive is the cayenne mango, blending the flavors of sweet fruit and a little spice.
It's not too hot. It's actually one of my favorite roasts. It basically starts out really sweet, but there's nice little bits of mango in there, so you're going to get that chewy sweetness, and then it has a little heat at the end.
Then there's the chocolate, orange, and cardamom blend, which is made with premium Taza chocolate and dried orange peel. Each meticulously measured out, heated up, and sent for a spin in Q's custom roaster.
Right before it looks done, it's done. If you wait till it looks to be finished, it's gone too far.
Then the sticky mixture is laid out on a tray to dry before it's broken up into batches and ready to serve.
There's a nice orange peel in there, so it's a more intense, bittersweet, orangey flavor. There's some cardamom, which you kind of taste at the end. It's kind of the finish of the nut. There's all these levels of flavor, and it makes it just a little more interesting than a traditional chocolate.
Who needs tradition when you have taste? The sweet sesame sage combines sweet and savory flavors with the additional textural element of sesame seeds.
We use raw cane sugar in there, so it starts out a little sweet, and then you have the savory element of the sage to it, and then the sesame, which is a little crunchy.
Beyond nuts, Q's offers a variety of products made by fellow food artisans the couple have met along the way, including Beth's favorite local ice cream shop, Christina's in Inman Square.
We started carrying Christina's ice cream because I absolutely love it. It is the best in Boston.
With all of their favorite things under one roof, going to work doesn't feel like much work at all.
It's kind of about feeding people, welcoming people to our kitchen, kind of keeping a really homey thing.
We love working together. Brian and I have been together over 30 years. You know, we've kind of grown up together, and so working together every day and creating this business together has really, even on another level, solidified what we already had.